For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
12 days left for Christmas shopping, 12 days left to fill the stocking, 12 days left for Christmas shopping, only got 12 days more, only got 12 days.
Hi there, only 12 more shopping days left. You better step on it or
you'll be sorry.
to all who come to this happy place, welcome.
News team, assemble!
Joining us live because if you want to know anything about the Outer Banks, Sam Walker's the dude to fill you in.
The sea was angry that day, my friends. Like an old man trying to send back soup in a deli.
Always appreciate talking to you.
Always good stuff with Sam Walker in the Outer Banks.
Now here's Les Nessman and the news.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to OBX Today Live, presented by Gallup Funeral Services on this Monday, December 13th, 2021. Glad to have you along with this quick show, early show this morning. We'll run through the latest headlines for you and a few other things to get to this morning, as one of our cats has decided to get a Christmas ornament and have some playtime with it. Great. All right, let's get right to the latest that we've got at obxtoday.com on this Monday morning. Police in Elizabeth City have obtained warrants for the arrest of a suspect in the shooting deaths of 3 people earlier this month. That included mother and daughter from Roanoke Island. Ricky Lewis Etheridge Jr., age 34, of the 1100 block of Megan Drive in Elizabeth City, is wanted for the murder of 39-year-old Takia Deshae Berry, 3-year-old Allura Pledger of both of Mania, and 18-year-old Jaquan Tobias White of Elizabeth City. The Elizabeth City Police Department says that he should be considered armed and dangerous. Officers were called to the 500 block of Perry and Jordan Streets on December 2nd in Elizabeth City to report of shots being fired. Pledger and White were found dead inside a vehicle. 3 other people from Elizabeth City also were wounded. Witnesses telling the Daily Advance they heard multiple gunshots. It sounded like they came from different weapons, and that dozens of shots have been fired. Some estimates have been up to as many as 50 in that incident. All right, latest on the Bald Eagle 2. It continues to sit at the near the Trout Run beach access in Southern Shores. Yesterday, a salvage team had begun working on that to get it cleared up. They've been pumping out the fuel, I should say, from that vessel. Got all that fuel pumped out. Our buddy Mike Barber from the National Park Service actually took a ride up there yesterday morning. Here's what he had as far as photo goes from yesterday morning as it continues to sit with the keel up on the beach. Yesterday, all the fuel was pumped out of that vessel. There is a salvage boat coming from Charleston, South Carolina this morning. Not sure when it's supposed to arrive, but they think maybe today. And they are going to get it possibly pulled out. They're going to get it pulled out pretty soon. The Coast Guard is supervising this operation. Their main concerns, the Coast Guard, when it comes to shipwrecks, is the environmental hazards. Once everyone that's on board is safe, then their response team, which actually is based in Elizabeth City, for all the Coast Guard. They I want to make sure everything from an environmental hazard is taken care of. And then, it's up to the owner to get that boat moved off. And that's the plan. They're hoping to get it done today or as soon as possible. High tide coming up. Let's see. High tide today is around 4. Next high tide is around 4 o'clock this afternoon at Oregon Inlet. So between 3 and, about 5 o'clock really is high tide up in Duck. So they're going to have till this afternoon, possibly if the weather, if that recovery vessel gets here. Once they get it towed back out and it's refloated, the plan is to take it, tow it up to Hampton, and have it repaired. Again, the problem popping up Tuesday morning, that trawler working close to shore had an engine trouble, reportedly from some bad fuel or some fuel issues, and it lost power, then got a net tangled in the prop, and then couldn't hold anchor because of the onshore winds and waves we had last Tuesday morning when this incident started. 4 people were on board and were rescued by the Coast Guard, and everyone made it off safe, but that ship has sat there ever since. Got another boat that ran aground, and Mike's been busy. This is what's called an island packet. That's the type of boat there. That is a 37-foot sailboat called the Alhambra. Had one person on board, the master of that boat. Ran into trouble coming down the Outer Banks in the ocean. Actually, on Saturday morning, early Saturday, 3 a.m. is when Hatteras Island Rescue said that they had gotten the distress call. And actually, if you go back, we went back and looked at marinetraffic.com and saw the track of this vessel. It was coming down parallel to the beach. Tried to come in at Oregon Inlet Saturday or Friday night, early Saturday morning. Then turned around, get into the ocean bar, just couldn't make it through. Then continued south and came around. This is at Tigrone Avenue, or Tigrone Boulevard, just north of Avon Pier. Now, I've seen some photos since. I believe I might be able to pull this up here. We'd have to do a little searching on Facebook to find it, as there are some great photos from Island Shutter Photography, I think, or was it? I got to find it. I got tagged in them last night. But there's some great photos that popped up yesterday of the latest on that. Yeah, here we go. Let me see if I can get these to pop up for you here. So kill this and go back to the display. Yeah, here we go. It's from Epic Shutter Photography. And these are just some of the photos from last night, yesterday evening. You can already see they've got this one already up on airbags. And what they'll do is they'll roll it up and get it out of the surf. The owner of that vessel working pretty quickly, in fact, to get a recovery team to assist getting the Alhambra off the beach there north of the Avon Pier. I think there was one of the photos, if you go back. Yeah, there's the Avon Pier. So this is literally not within sight of pier. I mean, it's not that far from Avon Pier. So they'll be out there today trying to continue the recovery efforts of that small sailboat just north of Avon Pier. But it looks like that won't be there much longer. Got some great photos there by Jenny from Epic Shutter Photography up on Facebook. You can find those there. So we'll keep you up to date on the latest on both of these recovery efforts that are going on as the Graveyard of the Atlantic continues to try to do what the Graveyard of the Atlantic does, which is, swallow vessels. If you go to obxtoday.com right now, we've got the latest from Dare County on the development scenario for the essential and workforce housing site that they have proposed for the area off Bowsertown Road, west of Mania on Roanoke Island. 120 units are proposed. Decision voted on last week by the Dare County Board of Commissioners. They previously had discussed this initiative. This is the UNC School of Government's Development Finance Initiative has been working with the process of developing conceptual plans for 120-unit housing development at Bowsertown Road. Consists of a mix of 1 and 2 bedroom units, requires a maximum amount of county participation at several different price points, ranging from $7 to $9 million. They are looking for a private developer. They have open discussions. Rather, we're going to start accepting proposals from private developers to take part in this, and this will be a process that we will follow throughout. The way this is set up is that there would be anywhere from, depending on how much the county puts in, and the private developer will dictate how many different types of units there are. We have a breakdown of that at obxtoday.com. The minimum contribution would be $7 million, and that would allow for 48 moderate income and 24 low income units, up to a max of $9 million with 78 moderate income, 24 low income, and 18 market rate units. So depending on how much the private developer kicks in will dictate how much those apartments would rent for. And there would be income limits on the certain units. So this way process will follow, and there's still some work that has to be done with the town of Mania to get formal approval for the development to connect to their municipal wastewater treatment system. The town of Mania Board of Commissioners will do that work on that at their next meeting. Then they'll move on to the next step in the process. Let's see. Some other news this morning. North Carolina's first confirmed positive test for the Omicron variant of COVID-19 came from a student at UNC Charlotte who'd gone out of state during Thanksgiving. That was reported on Friday. There's been 43 cases, the highly mutated Omicron variant across 22 states since December 1st. That student in Charlotte was isolated and recovered. Exposure from the student was limited to one known contact. So that's the latest here on Omicron in North Carolina. Again, a positive test that was confirmed back on Friday. All right, we'll have more OBX Today live here on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you mash that like button, subscribe, so you know when we're coming on live, and hit the bell to know as well, both on YouTube and Facebook. Right after this, we'll be right back.
For over 15 years, Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated has been a beacon of light, guiding local families through difficult times. Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated proudly provides all families with compassionate choices for professional funeral care at reasonable prices. Get the answers you need 24 hours a day. No answering services, hidden costs, add-on fees, confusing fine print, or those scary-looking contracts. Remember, Gallup Funeral Services owns and operates the only crematory in Dare County, keeping our cremations affordable and convenient. Gallup Memorial Chapel in Bargo, North Carolina is now open and minutes from Moyock and Elizabeth City. From traditional church services and graveside burials to direct cremations and advanced planning, let Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated light the way for your family. Don't be pressured or confused by the other funeral homes. It's always your choice. Choose Gallup Funeral Services Incorporated. Call Courtney at 252-216-8030 to get a plan started today, and visit our new website at gallupfuneralservices.com.
Welcome back to OBX Today Live here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Sam Walker, presented by Gallup Funeral Services. Mania High School cheerleaders, got all those gifts you bought this weekend and don't want to wrap them? Well, the Mania High School cheerleaders will help you out. They're doing that again today. Their gift wrapping service to raise money for their for new uniforms. They'll be doing it today from 4 to 6 and Wednesday from 4 until 6. You can drop off and pick up your gifts at the Mania High School gym on Wingina Avenue. Again, today from 4 to 6 and Wednesday from 4 to 6. And donations are also appreciated. Coming up this Saturday, it is the annual Town of Mania Food and Coat Drive. That'll be running from 10 until 3. 2 locations you can drop off donations. Food and other non-perishable items will be shared among the 3 local food pantries in Mania. Coats for Kids and the Delorva Collins Coat Drive will be recipients of any coat donations. One of the drop-off locations at Town Hall. The other is at the Pea Island Cookhouse Museum. The Pea Island Preservation Society also collect monetary donations to benefit interfaith community outreach. And Collins Park is all decorated and will have festive Christmas music, carolers, and hot chocolate compliments at Salvation Army Canteen. That is on Saturday from 10 to 3. The Town of Mania's Food and Coat Drive at 2 locations. And, of course, you can check it out on Things to Do page at obxtoday.com. Friday, of course, is the 118th anniversary of the Wright brothers' first flight. Celebrations going on all weekend long. The Wright Brothers National Memorial and First Flight Society hosting their celebration starting at 9 a.m. on Friday. Free admission to the park. And this year, the first American woman in space, Sally Ride, will be inducted posthumously into the Dr. Paul E. Garber First Flight Shrine. That's going to be going on then the flyover at 10:35 with multiple planes participating in that. The Candy Bomber is going to be back, already in the area. Has been over at Elizabeth City Airport now for a couple of weeks. We'll be returning to the Dare County Regional Airport on Friday. Going to take part in the flyover on Friday morning. And then Saturday, the Spirit of Freedom will be open to the public from 9 to 4 at the Dare County Regional Airport in Mania. Now, the plans are there will be the crew and possibly Colonel Gail Halverson, is scheduled to be at on Saturday. Let's see, where is that? That is that program will be at the Virginia Tillett Center, formerly known as the Dare County Center of Mania, Friday evening at 6:30, with a bit of history behind the Spirit of Freedom and their candy bombing expeditions. And then the candy drop is scheduled for Sunday at 1 o'clock at the Dare County Regional Airport in Mania. Santa Claus will be out there at 1:30 as well. That's coming up on Sunday. For all the details and all that we just talked about, head over to obxtoday.com and visit the Things to Do page. In sports, just one high school basketball game tonight locally. Madam Mesquite's home to take on Eastern Christian Homeschool. College basketball yesterday, NC State had a double-digit lead in the final 5 minutes. Couldn't hang on to it as they played number 1 Purdue up in Newark, or actually the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And the Wolfpack could not hang on to that lead. It went to overtime, and it was all Purdue in the extra frame as the Boilermakers beat the Wolfpack 82-72. Also yesterday, Dayton topped Virginia Tech 62-57. Nothing on the regional high school college basketball slate tonight. Quite a few games on Tuesday as we get in closer to Christmas. College football, Mike Elko, defensive coach of Texas A&M. He was named the new head coach at Duke on Friday. NFL on Sunday, Dallas beat Washington 27-20. It was Atlanta down in Carolina 29-21. Cleveland beat Baltimore 24-22. Green Bay won the late game last night over Chicago. Tonight, the Rams are at Arizona. And let's take a look now at the OBX Today Weather Center forecast. Going to be kind of quiet this week weather-wise. Nothing in the way of rain in the forecast until maybe Sunday, Saturday night and Sunday. We might see some showers. But all this week is just going to be a gradual warm-up. A little bit warmer each day. With sunny skies, dry conditions. Today, high near 58 with calm winds. Tonight, clear, low down to 44. The southwest wind to 5 to 10. On Tuesday, sunny, a high 60. Wednesday, sunny and 62. Thursday, sunny and 66. Friday, it's 64 and partly sunny. Partly sunny, breezy Saturday. Kind of like it, not quite as breezy and not quite as warm as it was this past Saturday, where we hit some record highs. The high 70 on Saturday. Then chance of showers Saturday night into Sunday with another front coming through. Coastal marine forecast. Pretty nice out there. Northwest winds maybe around 5 knots, shifting to the southwest this afternoon. 1 foot waves or less in the sound. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Our water temperature 55 at Duck, 62 Avon. Next tide change at Oregon Inlet's a low tide at 10:06. Sunset tonight at 4:49. Sunrise tomorrow is at 7:04. Currently outside the studios in Uptown Nags Head. It's fair and 33 degrees. Got some frost for the inland areas this morning. So if you're headed out, glad to go scrape the car off before the sun comes up. I just had to do that for Emily's car. We'll have to turn the heat on for her. And that's going to do it for OBX Today Live. Quick show today on our Monday morning early edition. But we will be back with you again tomorrow in a normal time slot at 8 o'clock. And tomorrow we'll be joined by Jessica Sands from the Dare County Arts Council, previewing what they've got coming up to take you through the holidays. They've got the last speaker series tomorrow night with Ruth Lyons going to be a part of that tomorrow night. And our very own Lisa Brickhouse Davis is going to be the host. We'll have all the details about that with Jessica on tomorrow's show, plus all the latest headlines. We do have some breaking news that we're getting to. We're going to jump on here in a minute regarding one of the iconic locations, iconic businesses here on the Outer Banks. Looks like the sale has gone through for the Weeping Radish, and it's going to be staying local. We'll have details about that coming up later on today at obxtoday.com and all the rest of the day's headlines. Have yourself a great Monday, everybody. We'll see you.